What's up, y'all? My name's Ando.
I'm DDyums.
And today we're going to be breaking down hard drive for you.
Bubble gum and bubble gun. Ate too much, got bubble guts. Green around, I feel the love. Kaleidoscope, I ain't pop none. Remember when we wouldn't judge. Sweaty hands up in the club. She's shaking ass to find the one. I ain't complaining, you'd be fine. So yeah, this was a very fun time, very expressive. I was with Ando. We were pretty much just like in flow state of really developing what this sort of sound would be. And I think these, once I heard the bubbles, it just led me into what the themes of what this song was gonna build out to essentially. This part specifically is a juxtaposition between the two parts of the verse. Like the first part is more that childlike wonder where you're not ever worried about being judged. You can feel as though you can be yourself and fully expressive. And it immediately has like a stark kind of contrast to the adult version of being that childlike person where you're still a little bit figuring yourself out and stuff like that. And I use the club as like a image for that, where it's like those playground games kind of never left us, and that insecurity and the want to be connected and be expressive and let loose. I feel like definitely the club is where you find people trying to figure that out. Like again, like it's almost like they're doing what they were doing as a kid, like again. And that was pretty much that part of the verse, for sure. Playground games is never done.
Never done.
Playground games is never done.
Never done.
Just drinks and love. Changing up the image, colors changing, effervescence. Memories end up in mentions, pics of you up on my hard drive. On my hard drive. Temptress taught me lessons. Sorry, Rinse, I swear I'm reckless. Guess it's just the flesh I'm blessed with. Ooh. I was actually thinking about how to explain this in the shower. So what this part is definitely the crux of more my personal part, where I describe what I kind of was jumping off of the last part about. The playground games seem to never really finish. We just have masked it in a better way as we grow up. We are just still wanting to have that expression, still wanting to have that freedom, still wanting to find our place, but we mask it more as we got it all figured out and stuff like that, especially in a very like digital individual kind of landscape where you kind of just have to kind of look like everything's all cool. And then I just go back to describing that further when it comes to that club or drinking aspect, where it's just the drinks and love, they're changing up the image, changing up the feeling of what is going on and how we take in the moment. Like, is it real? Is it not? Yeah, I actually had bought in a hard drive, and as I'm moving old stuff, I see pics from like this ex that I used to really love, just like still on the hard drive, and I'm like moving them, you know. I feel like everybody has that sort of relatable thing where it's like Snapchat or like Instagram gives you those memories, you know, where they'll sort of remind you of those times and kind of like, shoot, you know. And so, yeah, that was kind of what that part was about, talking about that real moment where I'm thinking about this ex that I'm moving pictures out of, or either deleting or moving pics onto the hard drive. And it all comes back into this sort of nostalgic theme that also travels throughout this whole part of the project.
Press on biting nails, sit in class, it felt like jail. What's the catch if I don't bail? No way to hell. Down, down, down. Cab like in the movies, casual cat smoothie. Saw my crush, I went to Mac. I swear I look so fucking stupid. The next morning in the halls, I seen her waving. Hard to talk when all you thinking of is how I'm gonna do it wrong. These days I spit that raw and tame these claws like we'll be friends, but T is clocked or whatever the fuck. So with this part of the song, it's more about setting the scene and kind of creating an environment that's childlike, playing off of what DDyums is doing with the contrast between like playground games and being an adult. This is more like, okay, I'm a kid. This is what it's like to be a kid. The thoughts you have, you know, hailing down a cab. How the fuck do I get out of class? You know what I'm saying? It feels like jail. But also like, there's some fine shorties and like, great, you know, like, how how can
I got you.
how can I like approach that, you know? And like, it's kind of like a feeling that we deal with still today as adults, you know? So kind of playing off that as well. Like, I still feel stupid when I approach someone and like make a fool of myself, you know? It doesn't change. And that's kind of like what it's getting at. So really just setting the scene and kind of paying homage to the first verse. Could we be kids again and chill and frolic? Trauma mad indicative, it's too symbolic. Get this when we touch, my mind go back to learning I was childish. Never cared if pussy mildish, never knew of mileage. Crazy when we're older, build our egos off of knowledge. To cover for my insecurities, I tend to keep it wildin'. There ain't no science to it, is there? She my private pollen. Allergic to the good that's sitting right in front of me. Felt the urge, I get the rush to kiss her right in front of me. So this was more about my comparison to like the grown-up aspect. So, you know, we're talking about the standards set and like what everyone's telling you is good and what like you should have. I never knew of that. And no, like when people do learn about that stuff, it creates this whole new person, you know? How have I changed? And then how am I seeing it in my own like life and love life? Like, I have this private pollen, like I'm almost allergic to it and I'm scared of it because you don't know if there's other things that are out there for you that you could have. But like also you gotta like understand like this is not how you find like love and connection. And so it's really just a commentary on my experience through that.
Should be pissing me off.
Never knew, come your way, it's all good till it go away.
Should be pissing me off.
How I feel away, can't explain, scare away, every part of you, every part of you. So this portion kind of acts as like the pre-chorus of the song. And it's just kind of a conclusion of both of our verses where it's like, it's pissing me off, like how I'm feeling about it, this conflicting feeling and this kind of contrast between childlike and adult-like. It's like, why can't I be both? Finding that balance is definitely something we all struggle with, I feel like, these days. It's like, fuck, like I want to be an adult, but then I start having these lustful thoughts and like wanting more and more, and it's not enough for me, whatever it is, you know? Like you don't know what's good until it's gone, you know? And so you're taking it for granted and that shit pisses you off in of itself. It's also pissing me off because like it's affecting the way I feel and like the way I'm treating the people in my life. And I think this song is really just recognizing that and kind of like looking at myself in the mirror and being like, all right, bro, this is a thing that you can't ignore and that will keep impacting your life if you don't like address the deeper implications of what it is and like how can I go about my life while knowing this and not destroying myself and hating myself for it, but becoming a better person and a better man.
Yo, that was our breakdown of Hard Drive. It's out everywhere you listen to music. Now you can really be listening with your ears, keeping your ears peeled now.
That's right. That's right. And yeah, we appreciate y'all listening to us, vibing with us, and we hope you like the project, you know? Feel free to check it out in our IGs.
So
we got a bunch of videos out right now, so like, you know, check it out.
Check out that's the thing too. Check out the music videos, the movies that come along with this EP.
It's all a story, man.
Yeah, built a whole world around this. So this is awesome to break this down for y'all.
For real. Mm-hmm. You know, the ones that appreciate us out there. The
ones who are paying attention.
Like, much love to y'all, for real. And this is for you.
Yeah, truly.
So I hope you got the most out of this. DD hopes you got the most out of this.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
And we'll see y'all in the next one.
Yeah, this one I'm talking to you, you know what I'm saying? You know, them temptresses, them succubi out there, man. Trying to get into your soul and such, but you learn your lessons, right? We all learn, you know, that's how you keep it player, you know what I'm saying? As they say in the game, you keep it G, keep it player. You can't let a succubi, a siren kind of get to you, you know what I mean? It's real life lyric breakdown, you know, you never got shit broken down like this. You know, put that in your spliff, you know what I'm saying? What else? Oh yeah, you know, and to my parents, you know, I'm sorry. You know, I would like to, you know, you want to be a better guy. You want to be, you know, I got into some trouble recently. And then you bounce back, though. You bounce back. You don't think that you can find that as an adult, but you can. You're always learning, always growing. What's the last part of this this verse. Just the flesh I'm blessed with. So I'm back to being like on my shit again. I wouldn't be the pimp that I am today without the mistakes, without the you know what I mean, the rah-rah, all the rest of it.